Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of October for Taurus. So wherever you happen to have a Taurus in your birth chart, or if you're just wanting to check in on a Taurus, hello and welcome. We are going to find out what you will be reaping this month. You know, we have this haystack here. For karma, you will reap what you have sown. So either that makes you feel really happy or maybe not so much, depending on what you've been putting out into the universe. So if you don't like what's been coming back to you, be more mindful and aware of your thoughts and your feelings while you are manifesting. So please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so you know that can really affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a bit of a challenge, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. Whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below. So make sure you check that out. You know, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, if you would like to purchase something from my wish list, like a card deck or a candle, something for my household, something for my fur babies, or if you would just like to make a donation, all of that information can be found in that description box down below. So make sure you check that out. So all right, before we get to cards, we are going to get a zodiac sign message for you. That is what Spirit picked for the month of October. All right, Spirit, for Taurus, October 2025, a zodiac sign message. What is it that Taurus needs to know here? And it is going to Cancer. So, all right. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Keywords: nurturing, fertile, clairvoyant, protective, heredity, emotions, moods, consumerism, feelings, intuitions, wax and wane, reflect, respond, adapt, habits, cycles, motherhood, unconditional love, our past, cooking, homemaking, passivity, memories of childhood, caregiving, secrets, conservation, comfort, antiques, and women's issues. Cancer's symbolic meaning: those born under the astrological sign Cancer are well known for their ability to nurture others. They are especially sensitive to the ways people communicate their feelings and can be easily affected by the thoughts and feelings of those they care about. In astrology, the moon is considered a planet and is associated with the sign Cancer. The moon's ever-changing shape and its effect on the constantly shifting ocean tides are like our ever-changing moods. The symbol for Cancer is the crab. Feeling insecure makes them want to withdraw into their own version of a crab's protective shell. The reason Cancerians are sometimes not as secure and nurturing as they wish they were is because people do not arrive in the world already an expert in the things their sun sign is known for. They have come into this world with the challenge of the astrological sign Cancer because they want to learn how to be secure, sensitive, and nurturing. This correlates perfectly with the fact that Cancer is one of the 3 water signs. The other 2 are Scorpio and Pisces. People who are water signs are very imaginative and emotional. Cancer is the water sun sign that is concerned with protection of home and family in the manner of a mother bear protecting her cub. Cancers can be oversensitive, especially when they've given so much that they feel drained. So, you know, you could have Cancer somewhere in your birth chart. You could be dealing with a Cancer, someone with Cancer in their birth chart. And it's perfectly okay if you don't know. You know, we don't always know our own birth charts or that of other people. So, you know, it's perfectly okay. All right, let's get some spell casting oracle here for you, Cancer, for this month of October. Let's see what you need to know here, Taurus. You have career coming in. You have compassion coming in. Let's see what else you have coming in for October for Taurus. Let's see. You have new beginnings. Oh, I like that. And one more here is travel coming in. Ooh, okay. So your career, clear to travel. Maybe you travel for your career. For some, of course, that's not going to be for everybody, but if it's for you, you know it. All right, career. A daily routine can become rather monotonous, and a new challenge is just what's needed to inject new life into work that's become increasingly dull. A new sense of responsibility and duty is the ideal solution to really make something of yourself. Your soul craves to express itself through your goals and achievements. Whether you wish to be authoritative, creative, hands-on, or just part of a team, this is the perfect opportunity to reinvent yourself in the workplace. The universe supports a career move as you take deliberate steps towards your life purpose. Follow any signs, ideas, and visions you receive as they point you towards your dreams. You were born for this. You have it, you guys. Yes. All right, compassion. It's time to soften your heart a little, you know, Cancer, and offer a sympathetic ear to those close to you who are in need of your love and support at this time. Often, emotional hurts cause the heart chakra to close, preventing any feelings of tenderness towards others. It's time to break down your defenses and remember that a trouble shared is a trouble halved. Try to imagine how it feels from another's point of view as you start to hone your natural warmth and sympathetic nature. Compassion occurs when your heart expands and opens up to embrace both the emotions of others and those of your own. So go easy on yourself. Be just as kind, loving, and compassionate with yourself as you are with other people. All right, we have new beginnings. This heralds a brand new chapter in your life. You've already noticed challenges or even breakdowns in relationships that have always been familiar to you, both at work and in other situations. This is because you're at a turning point in your life and certain factors need to leave before the good stuff can come in. It's been a long, hard slog, but there's a glimmer of hope sparkling in the distance that indicates a destiny you've been wishing for. New ideas, successful projects, and golden opportunities await. You have a second chance. Throw caution to the wind and trust in the great mystery as you walk into your future. Ooh, okay. Have to wait and see what unfolds a little bit. We also have travel. What you wish for will not come about by sheltering within the comfort of your four walls and all that makes you feel secure. You're being called to journey the road less traveled, for the answers you seek certainly won't be found while you're sitting on the sofa. Instead, book that trip of a lifetime. Soak up the fiery sun of faraway lands. Go climb a mountain, bathe in tropical waters, or make that overdue visit you've been promising. This is the perfect time to go and seek adventure and to retreat from a mundane world. So be the bold explorer. Go and discover for yourself what's waiting out there just for you. You know, this is your trip. This is your journey around the sun. It is special and unique to who you are. All right, let's see what's going on in the love department for you this October, Taurus. You know, this can include yourself, family, friends, significant other, literally anywhere that you have love. So if you're like, hey Gigi, I really love my job, I really love the people I get to work with, the people I get to interact with, then guess what? That is all included here as well. All right, let's see what you have. Now, the mice came flying out here. It says discord among friends or family. You know, it looks like 3 blind mice scampering off in different directions here. You have the crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So, you know, don't come at me if you're like, hey Gigi, I ain't having no babies period, or I ain't having no more babies. But for those that are hoping, wishing, and waiting, this is a beautiful, wonderful, amazing sign. And for those that are like, no babies, then guess what? Maybe you're really starting your enterprise. Maybe you're going into business for yourself. Make sure you have that strong, steady foundation in place. You have the diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. And diamonds are often in, you know, engagement rings, promise rings, wedding rings. So, you know, bling bling it out there, you guys. All right, we have the fan. Romance, celebration, and party. So, you know, it could be landing that sweet job, getting a promotion, getting a raise, starting a relationship, getting engaged, getting married, having a child, getting a new home, a new car. You know, it could be literally anything there, you guys, because there are so many of us. Now, you also have lightning showing up, which says control your anger or you will be sorry. So if it's not you, then it's someone around you that tends to have a really angry vibe, a lot of anger built up inside of them. All right, let's see what's going on in career and finance for you this month of October, Taurus. You know, I always like to know what's going on with my money, honey. I'm always like, hey, yo, give me $1 million. You know, like how nice would it be if you woke up tomorrow and there's just $1 million sitting in your account? So I'd be like, yep, I manifested that. I sure did. Give me my money right now. All right, we have the ladder. You are climbing towards success, one step at a time, you guys. We have the horseshoe for good luck. It's a lucky time for you. You do have this claw which says be careful, do not take risks. Now I'm going to add unnecessary. Do not take unnecessary risks, because as long as we're alive there are going to be risks, and some are going to pay off and some are not. And to really make sure you've been given the green light. You have the eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Eagles are a symbol of strength, power, vision. They are your eyes in the sky. They can see for miles around. So, and troubles, obstacles, they are only temporary, you guys. You have clarity, you have the upper hand. We have the handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. First impressions do matter, but sometimes we do get a second chance. All right, let's see what's going on in life for you this month of October, Taurus. Sometimes life just be lifing a little too hard. Your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, why don't you pump your brakes and use a little Vaseline? And life's like, no, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can don't mean I want to. I would like to coast on Easy Street, just have my address on Easy Street just for once. That just sounds so amazing. All right, you have the butterfly, a change for the better for you, Taurus. You are moving forward, you are moving ahead. You have the hat. You will be playing a different role. It could be multiple roles, so get ready for that. You also have the kite for vacation, and you did have travel, so that seems to be backing that up a little bit. You also have bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. And this is good news, you guys. This is something you have been waiting for, and it is finally on its way. All right, let's get a message from the moon. The moon is all about changes in our lives. The moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases. From new to full, she is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get some messages from Mama Moon here for you this month of October, Taurus. Let's see what you need to know here. All right, we have first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. Ooh, okay. And we have full moon in Aquarius. Be real. Ooh, okay. You getting called out a little bit here, maybe, Taurus? All right, first quarter moon in Gemini. Let's see, first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. Here you're being asked to feel your way through a situation that's partly sacred and partly mundane. Be compassionate and clever. Ask your soul to speak to you. Listen to your heart and not your mind. Write lists of your goals, and you can say, energies of the first quarter moon in Gemini, thank you for helping me to raise my thoughts and sow my vibration. Yes, raise your vibe. All right, full moon in Aquarius. Be real. Find a balance between being real and trying to please all of the people all of the time. Life goes in cycles, and that's okay. The more you can accept that, the easier this phase will be for you. Your manifestation affirmation. The truth empowers me and sets me free. Yes, the truth empowers me and sets me free. Love it. All right, let's get a Sixth Sense Connection Oracle message here for you for this month of October, Taurus. This is what your higher self wants you to know here. So we have a number 27 for unity coming in here. So all right, unity, a number 27. So, you know, you did get the diamond up there. So, you know, when you see the world through the eyes of a child, you did have the crib, you'll be in awe of what we have been given. Make a difference in the world today by paying it forward with random acts of kindness. If relations are strained with loved ones, demise, discord, because you expect more than they are prepared to give, pick up the phone and apologize, even if it's not your fault. Accept them for who they are and not who you think they should be. Affirmation: I am seeing the world through the eyes of a child and support others with love and kindness. Some good crystals are clear quartz, rose quartz, moonstone, and selenite. I am seeing the world through the eyes of a child and support others with love and kindness. You know, people are going to be who they be, just like you are who you are. So loving and accepting people for who they truly are. Just like you're being real, give them space for them to be real. All right, let's get some Moon Magic mini deck messages here for you, Taurus, for this month of October. Let's see what else you need to know here. All right. We have, I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. Moon God, I'm not sure how to say that, but rabbit on the moon. So maybe you know how to say that. Maybe you know what that is. I don't want to butcher it, you guys. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. I choose to nourish myself and enrich my life. Waxing Crescent 5. Ooh, okay. I choose to nourish myself and enrich my life. Let's get some language of flowers mini deck messages here for you for this month of October, Taurus. Let's see what else you need to know here. So you got the Agapanthus, words of love. Speak with your heart. Speak your truth in love. You also have Bird of Paradise, and I always hear, may the bird of paradise fly up your nose. For self-acceptance, you know, being real, speaking your truth in love. You are so much more than you or other people are giving yourself credit for. Remember that. All right, we are going to get your bonus. It is coming from the Oracle of Destiny here for Taurus for this month of October. You have journeys coming in. I mean, come on, journeys, travel, vacation. It's all lining up for you. So let me find journeys here. You're getting a bonus because you ran the numbers up in your last month's reading. Thank you so much for that. If you want a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading, make sure you run them numbers up on this reading. reading. So that is the aspect of the hand, that little dot right there. They are short lines. They may begin at the bottom of the Mount of Luna or along the lifeline. So the answer right now is to change the landscape. Do it through an archaeological expedition, a fun outing, a spiritual pilgrimage, or a philosophy conference. The need is the same, to set out in search of discoveries. There is so much left for you to explore, whether it's a physical, mental, spiritual, emotional journey. Maybe it's all of the above. All right, Taurus, these are your messages for October. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. Hit it with a razzle dazzle. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with all of you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you. So I am very grateful and thankful to each and every single one of you. So it looks like for the most part you are reaping, you know, you're traveling, you're getting new beginnings, you're being more compassionate. Maybe you're expecting a child or starting a business. You know, we don't always get along with everybody all the time, but you could be giving or receiving some kind of precious gift. There is something worth celebrating. Keep your anger in check. You know, don't take unnecessary risks, but tap into that inner strength, you know, that eagle. You are lucky. You are climbing the ladder. You are meeting the people at the right time. There are changes up ahead. Maybe you're going to wear a new hat, you know, whether it's becoming a partner to someone, a parent, or, you know, some kind of thing at work. You know, you did have, I believe that was work up there, or career. So, you know, give yourself a chance to rest and know that this good news, this package or this letter is coming your way. You know, you're gonna touch someone's life. Remember to be real and to speak your world into existence. You are moving and shaking this month of October. So, all right, Taurus, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.